Sminman here, Double H Half Hope. Now, just a little update on the whole Patreon thing. And I think some of you guys know what the Patreon is, but some of you actually do not. So I think a few people have been asking me about, what the whole Patreon bull crap is about. So again, pretty much what this is that, as you well know, I want the Football Hall to pretty much be what I do. As in, this is pretty much what I live for, and this is what I do pretty much 24/7. And to really achieve that, where it's 24/7 top-notch football analysis with the bloopy kid, myself, Half Hope, is where I'm building a subscription service. Because the fact of the matter is that the cuts you get from YouTube isn't sustainable. It really isn't sustainable. So really, YouTube I don't really earn that much money from YouTube. I use it really as to pretty much, as I join talking about football analysis, but just to pretty much promote myself and what I do, so people get an idea of what the whole Football Hut is about. So the whole Patreon thing, the link is down below in the description box, is where this is just extra content. So the content you have on the YouTube channel, but on the Patreon channel, if you subscribe a fee a month, you pretty much get extra interesting content. So for example, if you put in $3 a month, the kinds of things that you get are, I always do the football news. I try and do that every single day. And you then get a news focus. So whatever news article there is, I will pick out a news article from there. Then I will actually go in deeper and much more expansive into that particular news article. So for instance, you looked at Cristiano playing at the top level. Then I do a focus on that and actually expand and talk about that in much more detail. The other one I did was a news focus on Netherlands rebuilding. So Koeman being the new manager, but I really expanded upon about Netherlands and the whole rebuilding stage and what they need to do to pretty much become better. So then you now go to the $5 a month package. So you get all that goodness with the news focus, but you also get what do you get? So for one thing I get is the Q&A extra. So you get an expanded preview. So again, my pre-match, post-match. So whatever pre-match I do an expanded pre-match. And whatever post-match I do an expanded post-match. That's mostly on the big games. Not all games, but for the big games, I do a pre-match detailed view and I do a post-match detailed view, either in audio form or in video form. I also do a Q&A extra. So I pick out one of the questions sent to me during the week, then I expand upon that. So the one Q&A extra that I did was, can Muller become the World Cup all-time top scorer? Because it was a very good question. Was asked about how whether Muller can break Kloster's goal-scoring record, either at this World Cup or the next World Cup. And I just wanted to expand upon that and just how amazing the feats and him in comparison to some other goal scorers. So it was actually quite interesting looking at other World Cup top goal scorers. Germany be bowling. And as well, you can also get to request videos as well. So similar to the Q&A, but with this, whatever request you have, I give you a much more expansive, detailed thing on whatever video you want me to do a topic on. So rather in the Q&A where I spend about a minute or two on the different questions, because there's so many questions, if you're a subscriber, whatever question you have, I can actually go into much more detail on that. So one I did was, if Chelsea made the 2009 Champions League final, was one request that I did. And that's the latest request that I did, actually. So that's that. And then the big one, which is the $10 SmackDown. So you get, so that's for $10 a month, you get the expanded news focus. You get to request a vid. You also get the expanded pre-match, expanded post-match. And you also get club focus. So whatever club there is, I pick that club and I detail some issues with that club, what they need to improve upon, and I do a tactical breakdown and a personnel club breakdown of a particular club. As well with that, you also get the Double H blog where I got into the streets. I just talk about stuff not related to football and just give you a little peek into the life of Half Hope. Some behind the scenes videos as well, where I just give a little tidbits of the behind the scenes of what I do to make vids or upcoming contents coming up. And those ones are done in 4K. And also there's this new one I'm bringing in called the editorial, where this is much more of a grander footballing topic that I pick out personally to do with just football as a whole. And I just go into a much more detail about it and look at it in a greater sense. So The latest editorial that I just did, which is now posted, is about Ibrahimovic, man or ego, discussing whether Ibrahimovic, is he overrated, looking at his career, is he given far more credit than he deserves, and how should he really be placed within the pantheon of other strikers. So guys, that is the pattern out there. Take a look, browse through, see what it's like. The link is right down there below if you click in the description box below, and see what it's like. But I think I'm hoping that this can pretty much be a thing where a lot of you guys can get behind, and it is something that you feel is worthwhile, where you're getting the best footballing content that is varied, entertaining, insightful, and you learn from. Because again, what I want to do retrospectives. I want to look into the future, and any kind of suggestions that you have just to make that Patreon subscription panel the best it can possibly be, where whatever you're paying a month, you feel like, damn man, that is bloody worth what I'm paying a month, because I want this to be the best footballing channel, place, hub, not Pornhub, in the world. So yeah guys, thanks for the support. Peace out, stay true, stay black.